Good evening. Welcome to another edition of The Real Deal out of the city of Gary, Indiana. GI baby. This video is this is an important video right here. And I need, my people, my family, my melanated family to, listen up and listen good. This video is about the alt-right movement, the alt-right organization. Basically what it is white supremacy and the Klan in suits now, the neo-Nazis in suits. Okay? White nationalism. Let me drop a couple of names to you. Jared Taylor, Richard Spencer. Now, if you look at, I'm subscribed to this cat called John Horse. And that's the name, John Horse. Check out some of his videos. And he'll break down. He puts a lot of news articles, not the mainstream media, but the alternative media. But look here. Those white folks had got 500 years of white supremacy under their belt. Oppression, miseducation, slavery, inequality, injustice. Now, the news face on white supremacy, you see a cool white boy with glasses. Look at the LA Times. There's an article today on the LA Times, either today or either it was yesterday. And if you got a Twitter account, check it out on what's trending. But this white boy, there's a clip on him talking about, he don't care about the Constitution. All he don't care about fairness. He don't care about equality. He care about domination and winning. And that's one of the main doctrines of white supremacy. That's the religion. That's one of the points of white supremacy. Now, Donald Trump, if you look at his transition team, you got Pence, you got Rudy Giuliani, you got, I don't think Chris Christie, but, don't quote me on that, Chris Christie, you got that one white boy from Breitbart, you got him, you got Newt Gingrich is in there, Romney is jumping on board, Jeff Sessions, let's talk about Jeff Sessions. He's going to try to get confirmated to the Attorney General, a blatant racist. Donald Trump's whole cabinet is racist. Donald Trump is redefining racism because racism is on his last leg and it's the last stand. And when you got a pit bull that's cornered and them white folks is cornered, they're going to come out with guns blazing, goddammit. But I need my black people. I need black people, to really start paying attention to politics. Get your ass up off that social media with Facebook and Instagram, and all of that nonsense to start getting politically aware. It's time for us to start redefining ourselves as black people. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? And you got these white boys, they in suits. We always been saying, the OGs and the elders always been saying that, the poor white trash cracker and all of them, they ain't no threat. They ain't no threat. But historically, the pillars of society, what I call the pillars of society is your mayors, your lawyers, your judges, your chiefs of police. They the one that tells them to burn down the church, or lynch. Hell, how many sheriffs and chiefs of police allow the mob to come in and break inside the jail, take the prisoner out without a trial of his peers, and execute him, lynch him? Come on. I'm keeping it real. But we have to really, really start keeping an eye on them white supremacy, and we have to readjust. We have to adapt like they have. We have to have a religion of blackness. A religion of blackness. I'm going to keep preaching until YouTube cut the lights out on this motherfucker. And that's all I can do. But I do know one thing. As a black man here in America, I keeps my eye on the white supremacists. Always will and always have. Outright movement. Basically, it's the Klan, neo-Nazi. They stepping it up. And see, what we need to really pay attention to also is the news media is propping all of this shit up. Nazi Germany started with propaganda. Nazi Germany started with propaganda. And the news media, MSNBC, Fox, CNN, all of those mainstream media giants, they propped Donald Trump up. Donald Trump didn't have to pay a dime for media coverage. He didn't have to pay a dime. Every time you looked on the damn TV, there was Donald Trump with the wall and everything else. Even to the point where the little boy, you know, his mama kicked him out of the house because all he said was, hey, I see Donald Trump on TV all the time. And so the news media they redefining themselves also. They normalizing white supremacy. Because if the LA Times will put this white boy, this racist ass white boy, you know, with the trendy clothes, he got his cool shades on, he clean cut, you can walk past him downtown and you wouldn't even know who he is. So what I'm telling you, family, is them people that you working with, that you've been working with for years, them is the white supremacists or suspected white supremacists. But there's no such thing as being a suspected white supremacist. You either is or you not. Real talk. Real talk. And you got Jeff Sessions. He's a senator from Alabama. This motherfucker been in politics since the 60s. He's a staunch opponent of the Civil Rights Act. He was one of the main orchestrators of Bloody Sundry, you know, the oppression, you know, Bull Connor. If anybody ever heard of Bull Connor, I think he was in Birmingham, you know, a racist chief of police. You know, water hoses, sicking the dogs on the old, young, women, children. Didn't make no difference. A nigger is a nigger. And these dudes is still in office right now. For a minute, the Republicans was like, they don't want Donald Trump in office. But let me tell you something. Now that he's in office, they all jumping on board. The white supremacist is jumping on board. And it's going to be a whole lot of laws to suppress your vote, to suppress your civil liberties, to shut you out of jobs. They already doing that. They're already doing that with employer credit checks. Every black person you know got bad credit. So now you have to have A1 credit to get that decent job. So hell, you know, you may as well knock the lower demographic black people, you may as well knock them out the game right there. But let's talk about Jared Taylor. Jared Taylor made this statement that I've seen on the video, that if it wasn't for white folks, Africa would be in shambles. The countries that the white folk colonized, they doing better than the ones that the white folks didn't colonize. He even had the nerve to say black folks didn't invent the wheel. You know what I'm saying? You know, dumb, ignorant racists. And that's what's going to be their destruction. That's going to be their destruction. So black people, you know, that's my message. Be very, very aware of this political climate that we have right now. And keep your ass out of their affairs. Let them handle it. They wrote a check that they ass trying to cash and they got buyer's remorse right now. My message, you know, keep your ass at home. Don't spend your money with them. You got so many black people that's struggling online trying to sell their product. Spend your money with them. Spend your money with them. And the main basic thing before I get up out of here is you teach your children this racial climate that they're in right now. You teach them how to prepare them for this racial climate. Show them how to break down the gun. Take them to the gun range. You know, start researching military tactics. Start researching the Black Panthers. They 10-point plan. It's just so much to talk about, family. So much to talk about. You know, and I can't talk to the average brother, you know, that I see, you know, on my travels. You know, and some of them real close to me because they just don't fucking get it. They don't get it. If you like this video, subscribe. Share it and like it. But it's time for us to start, you know, spreading this love, you know, spreading this information. You know, we can only do so much. I can only do so much. But until they cut the lights out on YouTube, hey, you know, I'm going to be on here just about every time I can, you know, and uploading videos, inspirational videos, uplifting videos. Can you dig it? And with that, I'm the real deal out of the city of Gary, Indiana. GI, baby. Peace and love. Peace.